Please.
Mr. Rick Hall.
Here.
Superintendent William Coe.
Here.
Dr. Anita Herron.
Here.
Dr. Michael McDonald.
Here.
Mrs. Claire Maxwell.
Here.
Mayor Joe Carr.
I am here. Since the Vice Chair, Judge Daniel, is not here, and I did not appoint somebody to review the minutes, bad on me, did anybody have an opportunity to review the minutes? If you did not, that is okay, because we can accept the minutes at the next meeting.
I read them this morning.
Oh,
Mayor, I felt
Mr.
like-
Hall, you're recognized. Thank you for that. Excellent. Bailing us out. Did you have an opportunity to review the
I
minutes?
did. I read them this morning. I felt like they're in order, and I moved for approval.
Excellent.
And I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Rick's bailing the chairman out. Thank you, Rick. All those in favor of adopting minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Excellent job, Mr. Hall, in getting those approved.
Thank you. I can lead now.
Huh?
I can lead now.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Public comments, nothing, nobody? Okay, great. Open positions, Lynn, Ms. Duke, you're recognized.
So, we have, as of today, one corporal position that we are reviewing internal departmental applications for. And, I also like to let y'all in on the leaves, and we currently have one person out on FMLA. But besides that is all to report on those open positions.
Any questions for Ms. Duke on open positions? Seeing none, if there's no objection, we will accept. The data report, please, ma'am.
In front of you, you have information regarding the young people who were detained in the facility as of this morning. We currently had, at 8 o'clock, we had 9 youth. We had 4 from Rutherford County and 1 each from Gibson, Lauderdale, and Sumner. And if I'm able, I will answer any questions regarding those youth.
Questions from the board regarding the data report by Ms. Duke?
I just want to bring up, under the, if anybody sees this online or anything, that where they're bound over adult court, they would still stay in your service, right? Because they're age.
That's
they're bound
correct.
over. Okay.
And this particular form is only here on the table. It doesn't go out for public.
Good deal.
That's much fewer number than last time.
Maybe we had 12 last month.
At one time, I think at the height, we were 17.
Any other questions for Ms. Duke on the data report? If none, and there is no objection, we will accept. Item 6, the Educational Services Report. Ms. Duke?
So we have the education report for the month of July, which included summer break. We did our usual groups with the young folks. And then, unless you have questions about that, there are a couple items under the educational umbrella that we can talk about, one being the Penn Foster and one being a educational outreach from the Nashville Zoo.
I love the pictures.
Me too. Nice like that.
Kids love that, I know they do. Except for the snake.
That is cool.
How often are you gonna come in?
So this was, at this point, a one-time visit. As part of the supplemental services, Garland tries to do something unique and different each summer when we have a little extra time to do things like this. And he received information that the Nashville Zoo did have some availability to come through, and that they usually bring, 2 or 3 different animals. The kids, this particular visit, they had a turtle, a boa constrictor, and a tarantula. And she was able...
No on 2 of those. No on all of them.
She was able to have a really...
Well, wait a minute. Wait, you like the tarantula or the snake? Which? Because I know you don't care anything about turtles.
The turtle's fine.
The other two, not so much.
Not so much. You'll pass on the other two. I got it.
So the kids actually really enjoyed it. They were surprised in that apparently the boa constrictor was very friendly. He was people friendly. A lot of them had never seen some of these animals before. They had an opportunity to interact, ask lots of questions. Our staff actually got involved and were able to ask questions and visit also.
Did the kids seem to really, really like it?
Yeah, part of my small victories is going to be a story about the visit.
Awesome.
So
Were you out there?
No, I was manning the front. I was answering that phone.
let me ask you this: so you're saying, without getting into your small big, I don't want to steal that thunder, but the visit by the Nashville Zoo was a success.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so is that something I hope you're going to expand on? Is that right? Would that be the intention to expand on that?
Anytime he has
He's
Garland, Mr.
Okay,
Henley,
good.
Mr. G has an opportunity to reach out and involve folks like this. He always does. We just thought it would be fun to include some of these pictures to let you see. So, and the kids were actually more involved with this. We just wanted to make sure that any pictures that we shared didn't share what, you couldn't identify the young people that were there. Mm-hmm. So whereas it looks like, they just, were
Right.
reaching out from inside their room, they actually had more interaction.
I really appreciate doing what for many people and families is a relatively common thing, certainly not unique. And for these young people, these kind of experiences never happen because of a variety of circumstances. So giving them access to what normal looks like, it's redefining normal for them. And I think that's really important. It seems small and insignificant, but because for us, it's, of course you do that, but for them, they never had an opportunity. So that's why I'm encouraged that it was well received. So.
Are you able to have like animal therapy?
We actually did for quite some time, had several animal therapy volunteers that came in. We had a tremendous volunteer roster prior to COVID, and had loved. That was the best.
What happened?
COVID happened and everybody got scared, and then now it's hard to pull them back. Some of the people have moved on. We had a lady that had little show dogs that she brought in, and every volunteer that comes in, we try to incorporate something, and that's as part of this zoo story as well, to try to let them think about things that they can do as a career or some options they may not have thought of. And we had a young man specifically with those show dogs, besides getting to touch and feel and love and enjoy, and her to share how she works with the animals. She was explaining about how show dogs get to wear makeup sometimes. And so we had a youth at that time who was very, very excited about the ability to have a career that involved animals and makeup. And it would not surprise me at all if this young man is the top show dog makeup man right now, because it changed his world. And we had another little dog who he was a listener, so as they would read books, he would sit and he would listen, and he encouraged reading for some of the young folks that aren't as adept at reading as some of the others were. So all of that was fabulous.
So let me ask you this question. And this may be, I'm thinking out loud, Rick, you'll appreciate this. If I were to bring a couple of horses over.
We've thought about that.
I was thinking horse therapy too.
Because I've got, Rick and I are we're horseback riders, and I'm telling, Rick will testify to this. There's,
Duke is too, but
oh, are you? I
She
did not
likes
know
the
that.
longer ears.
Oh, you know what we're talking about.
Right,
then.
well, and
So, 'cause I've
we-
got horses that I could trailer up, and we could bring Rick to do it. I'm not volunteering Rick, but I'm just saying, maybe I am volunteering Rick. That's voluntold, right?
need to know, right?
We had an in-depth conversation with Mounted Patrol at that time, because I'm not 100% confident that although my mule is good as gold, I'm not 100% sure that she wouldn't nip. And there were some liability issues, and so we were thinking, since the Mounted Patrol horses were, weren't easily startled and all of that, we went through that whole process, and then we ultimately erred on the side of safety and decided against it.
I will say this. I know Rick is an experienced horseman, as like I am. I break and train them for riding, and we have some horses that, you're right, you don't want to get around kids who are unfamiliar with horses, but then I've got some others that it wouldn't matter what happened. The world could come to an end, and they just stand there going, you know what I'm saying? So let me check, if this is something you and your staff are interested in, I will check with Eric about any potential for liability, but I would be glad to do it on occasion.
There's also a lady out
It gets me off, especially if we can do it on a work day where I don't have to be mayor.
There's a lady out past the VA that worked with my brother, because my son, my nephew, his son has cerebral palsy and is low ID. And they work with special needs kids, and so the horses have to be gentle giants.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. I didn't realize.
And we could you could control the environment. I mean, you don't have all the kids rush up there at one
Right.
time. You do it one or two at a time, and we instruct them how to approach a horse. I mean, Rick knows what I'm talking about. There's some do's and don'ts, but if it starts to unwind, you go, okay, we got to pack up now, because you don't want to get in an unsafe situation. But if that's something you and your staff want to look into, I'd be glad to try to
We will
assist.
definitely
You
circle
can use
back.
that field over there where the greenhouse was.
Well, we've got our outdoor rec, they can just come right in. There's grass out there, so
Yeah.
they can be in the same area with them. And all the doorways are large enough for the animals
Yeah.
to walk through. And
Could you do something like a career fair,
we have done career fairs in the past.
but like with outdoor people? That way they're outside.
He's currently, Garland is currently doing that. The problem is, and when you initially start this is what I'd like to do, I think you might be able to help us, or somebody suggested that, we reach out to you. Everybody is very excited until it's time to schedule the date and show up. So, but there's life, and we understand that. But it really takes somebody who has the time to do the good things that we would like for them to do on a regular basis.
Lynn, I just want to bring some normal into these kids' lives. That's all I want to do. I'm not trying to
Oh yeah.
change them.
We-
They already need changing. I'm trying to let them see what the other side can look
Oh,
like.
absolutely.
Everything that's normal gives them hope.
That's exactly right.
Garland has reached out to, this is all the things that we've thought about, or that he's currently working on. He's reached out to the fire department. A lot of the after school and summer school programs has the fire department come out, and they have the water, and the kids play in the water. They can get their uniforms wet and the outside, and they can have the water come over the fence. I mean, we're going to have a water day. Those are all the type things that we're working on. It's just trying to get it scheduled in.
Okay.
So.
Anyway, so I'm going to put that in your lap, and if that's something that you would like to pursue, just let me know and be glad, okay?
All right.
Cool. Any other questions or comments regarding the educational services report with Penn Foster and the Nashville Zoo Educational Outreach? Seeing none, if there's no objection, we will accept. Small victories.
So one of the young men that was very interested in the Nashville Zoo coming and having animals has been justice involved for some time, and he grabbed Garland after the zoo left, and he said, all this time I was thinking that I wanted to do something like, with forensics, or wanted to do something with on the fringes of law enforcement. He said, I didn't even consider the fact that there are animal career fields out there, and now this has opened up a whole new thing, and I've got to regroup, because
That is great.
this is opportunities that hadn't even occurred to me. One of the things that they talked about was internships with the zoo, volunteering with the zoo, and about how, I believe, if I'm not exaggerating, and I hope that I'm not, one of their current interns was able to move into an actual paid career with the zoo because they had the time and the associations and the knowledge now, and so it was a smooth career path for that particular intern into working with the zoo for a career opportunity. So besides the fact that everybody enjoyed it and it broke up the day and it was something interesting and different, but we had at least one young man who was like, I think I could probably do that. So.
Wow, that's encouraging.
Very.
Thank you for that. Any questions about small victories? Excellent, thank you. Other business. I have one piece of business. Dr. Herring, you sent some information down to my office in the form. Would you like for me to read that now?
I think Darryl said it, but you can if you would.
This was your idea. I'm asking you
It doesn't
if you
matter.
would, huh?
It doesn't matter, your choice. It's sent to you.
How do you want us, we're talking about the proclamation for Judge Daniel, just so we know. And so how would you like us to communicate this appreciation to Judge Daniel?
I believe, based on a few conversations that I've had with different folks, that he may be out of town. We were thinking that either we could continue to try to reach out and get a hold of him and schedule something either here for this board, or I don't know if we, because we had acknowledged Miss Leslie Collin or General Collin at the full commission, if we wanted to go that route or not.
That was a resolution?
Yes.
Okay. He seemed to be somewhat resistant to any type of recognition, did he not?
He did.
And so it's a fine line, guys. At one point I want to honor that, but at another level, I still want to make sure he's appropriately recognized for his service, so.
Well, if we give them either or.
I'm sorry?
What if we give them, if we can finally get him hunting down, say, we can either do this in front of the entire county commission, or we can do something a little bit more intimate and just come back to our next meeting and we'd like to
Yeah,
do something
I'm
here. He
great
may
with that.
choose this over that, or he may not want to do either one of them, but I think we put it in.
And I guess what I'm saying is I need y'all's guidance here. This is the stuff I'm not good at, so I know where my shortcomings are, and this is where that is. So I kind of need some guidance from how we want to proceed, because whatever it is that we do, if we're going to give this to him at a later date or do a resolution, I would like to have it framed. And so, if that makes sense. So, a suggestion. Why don't we hold on to this? Dr. Herring, can you reach out to him? Would you mind doing it? Who?
Claire.
Claire.
I was trying, I
Good,
called
thank
3
you, Dr.
judges.
Herring.
You know
I'm
the
looking for
numbers.
guidance here.
But-
You're the wordsmith, so I just assumed you were taking lead on this. Claire?
I'm going to have to keep looking because the 3 judges that I called don't have his number. And 2 attorneys that I called don't have his number.
Potentially, I may have access to that number based
Okay.
on the application for the position.
Gotcha.
Originally.
I
need to go
don't
back.
mind reaching out to him to ask him if I can get the right number. I even called Jeff Reed.
I don't have his number. Now, why don't I have his number? Wow. He's sneaky.
He's sneaky.
Yes, he is. Well, we can get the number. It's in my office because it's got to be on the application, so.
Maybe that's gonna be the other
No, but
business too, to
Karen
have the
Hudson
phone
is who I
business
called.
that we don't have.
Karen and Jeff Reed, and then I called.
So Karen doesn't have it?
She didn't have it either.
I'll reach out to Donna. Don has for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dawn would have it, okay. I just didn't call the right judge.
We will get, I think there's enough resources in here, we can find the number. So I'm gonna just kind of, if somebody who gets the number calls them, talks to
Yeah, if you
him,
can get it.
let me know what we want to do, because we can certainly do a resolution. I think that would be great. Or we can do this, whatever he prefers, we can do that, okay? Under other business, we do need to elect a vice chair, and unless the board objects, we can do that now. And if so, unless there is an objection, the chair will entertain a motion.
I would like to make a motion to nominate distinguished Dr. Michael
Oh
McDonald.
my goodness.
As the longest serving coming into the conception of this board, and just a vast, he has the enthusiasm and the knowledge that I think will make it a really.
Well, I wish the chair could second,
I'll
but he
second.
cannot. Thank you, Dr. Aaron.
We got several.
And are there any nominations? And I don't see any. So by acclamation, all those in favor. Dr. McDonald, before we take the vote, would you like to impart some words of wisdom to the board?
No moving in near future.
Oh my goodness, that's good. But in any event, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, there are none. Dr. McDonald, by acclamation, you are now the new vice chair.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
I would like to say something very briefly.
Yes, please.
I realize that Judge Daniel is kind of not really one who embraces, maybe acclimates, and wanted to be recognized, but I think we owe him a great deal.
We do.
To provide us guidance, especially as related to a lot of the legal interpretations, and helping us to kind of be the anchor. And so I accept this, but recognizing that I'm having to carve out my own way, but we have the benefit of his institutional history and his background. So I did want to say that I wasn't here at the last meeting. But another thing Charles wanted to mention was I watched it on my way back, and I felt like I was depriving myself because it was such a great interaction with Garland. It was one of the most engaging meetings that I've seen that we've had.
Yeah.
And while I was not here, I did enjoy it.
We'll bring you back. We'll bring you back so that you can
Yes.
enjoy him.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, and congratulations. The chair would have one request
Yes, sir.
of the new elected vice chair, that he switch seats. So
You have to go down there.
that's right. That's the vice chair's chair. So that's your new seat. And
You can come in here.
Sure.
yeah. And you need to practice reading the minutes, because Judge Daniel was quite thorough in reviewing of the minutes. So excellent. Is there any other business before the committee? Seeing none, and without objection, we adjourn. Thank you.